Hello everyone, welcome back. I am Joe Figueroa with another video in our series, The Science of Salsa, an in-depth look at the whys but also the hows of all things salsa and mambo. This week's video is going to be a combination, a review of a previous video and its applications into social dancing today. But first I'm going to ask you to share, like, and subscribe. If you'd like to donate to the work that I do, there's a link in the description, but you better do it fast because we're starting right now.
Oh, I've been meaning to tell you. I figured out your magic trick.
Really?
Oh, yes. In fact, I improved upon it. Bippity-boppity-boo.
Okay, well maybe not improved upon it. Just came up with a few different exits. I was just at the Paris International Salsa Congress, and while there I thought, what if I put this movement to practice with follows that I've never danced with before? You know, to see how well I can execute it in a social setting. So you might see some quick clips of the movement done with different follows peppered throughout this video. But let's first start with what Mario already executed. First we have the touch and go spin. They did a triple, but a double or even a single could still be done if the dancers aren't comfortable with multiple spins. I'm going with a double spin on the spot. Once that is complete, I back break or hard break to indicate a change in direction for my partner. We pass in the middle to have me facing the same direction as when I began, which is also now the same direction as the follow, placing us in a rights over lefts position. Like I always tell my student leads, establishing a clear high and low line is very helpful on the dance floor. From here I'm going to drop Sharon's right hand straight down and then quickly press at her arm on its downward trajectory to send it behind her back to her right. After I ensure the hand was tossed, I break left under my left arm for a turn to face her. All this happens during the movement timing of 5-6-7 or 2-3-5 if you're dancing on 2. Now facing my partner and with the momentum that I've created while turning left, I lower our left hands, turning my palm upward. Doing this indicates a turn to the right for the follow, but this turn is unorthodox as it is happening during the preparation. The steps for the follow are as follows. Back on the right and begin to pivot to your right. Stepping forward with your left, which, although is moving away from your lead, still works. And an in place or preferably forward third step. Those are the steps of 1-2-3 or 6-7-1 depending on your count. So now we have the follow with both arms wrapped behind the back. I reach with my right to collect her right hand, which is hopefully open for me to get a hold of. I know it's pinned behind her back because the design of this has the left arm resting on top of it. So even though this is done quickly and is intricate, certain variables should be in play. This hold and position is where the movement starts to feel familiar, as the hold can be reached from other ways. So this is also where the lead can start to get creative. We go with an inside turn to check. I lead Sharon past me, letting the arms do what they would do naturally from this hold. Then raise our lefts to the side, with my right arm wrapped at her midsection. Leads notice how I sidestep and bend at the knee. This is to provide the follow with the space to step in whatever manner they choose. And that's pretty much the meat of the movement, if you will. All the lead needs is the preparation. Once you feel the follow has taken their prep steps, you are free to execute whatever ending you want. This is where you make it your own. I wanted to see what other options I might try, so here we go with those. No particular order of difficulty. The first one, as I bring Sharon out of the wrap position with lefts high and rights low, I begin to lead a multiple spin for the follow on the spot. Once I see the follow's face, midway through the first spin, I lower the left hand all the way to the waistline, using my right hand hold to continue the momentum of the spin. As the follow comes around to face me the second time, I let the left go and raise the right hands up above the head. Like I always say in classes or workshops, raising or lowering hands is best done in front of the follow's face. As soon as the second spin is complete and the right hands are now clear over the follow's head, I use the existing momentum to turn myself to the right, in flow with the follow's spins. A free spin to crossbody lead buttons up the movement nicely. The next one is complicated as far as guidance is concerned. From the wrap position, I lead a single turn resulting in what I refer to as a reversal position for the follow, placing her left arm behind her back and right arm in front. From here, I break forward or soft break, creating a slight tug with the low hand. This is to indicate that I want to create a full turn for the follow during the prep. I toss the right hand away as I turn to my left, clearing the path for the follow, and then raise the left as she is coming out of that prep turn to guide a second turn for the follow, thereby making the movement a continuous turn. Leads, the key to this is the hand. I guide the hand over my head and well out to the side, my left. Notice how I have her arm extended to its length. This ensures that she's going to continue through for her second turn as she passes me. Got 2 more coming, but I'm going to take this moment to remind you that if you're enjoying this content, to hit the thumbs up button below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and put any questions or comments that you might have in the comments below. Doing so is free to you, and it helped me out a lot. Okay, back to it. The third exit I have for you is based on a video I did a while back, a movement I call a late pull. Once again, back to the wrapped check position, using the left hand hold up which I have extended out to the left. I swing the left arms forward and to the right after preparing the follow, indicating multiple spins on the spot. So now something I didn't emphasize in my late pulls video is that I see this movement and others like it as a matter of feel. Let's first consider the hand tension that is felt between both dancers' right hands at the wrapped position. This is very much like tetherball. Angular momentum comes into play both at the beginning and the end. With the left hand, I begin to lead the multiple spins, but I'm keeping the right hand hold that I have low at the waistline, which will create tension in the right hands again. So after I lead both spins with the left hand and am able to get my partner facing in the same position as we began, I use the tension created in the low hand hold to pull the follow back on the line to the position I was in a moment ago. At the same time, I step forward and to the side in order to both provide a path for the follow that they'd be taking on faith because they're facing the opposite direction, and trade places with the follow myself. Doing this requires a lead having an understanding of everything I just mentioned, but also knowledge of all the follow steps. And like I said, feel. Okay, so in the last one, I thought I'd experiment with the concept of the check. Remembering something I saw in a different Mario video, once again, we are at the wrapped check position. Using the left hand hold, I begin to lead a spin for the follow, implying a multiple spin, but having the timing begin during the prep. So starting the spins on 1, 2, 3, or 6, 7, 1, depending on the count you're dancing on. But as the first spin is finishing, I release the right hand hold, raise my right hand to the right shoulder, guide the left hands more forward on the line than circular, and cushion the follow to cease spinning and instead go with that energy forward. Basically switching from an on-the-spot energy to a linear energy in a blink. Once I have the follow committed to that line, I then create an inside turn or counterclockwise turn on the line, placing my hand to the back to pick up the follow and ending with a 360 crossbody lead. And there you have a few examples of the same movement but with different endings. Maybe these will spark your creativity to make up something else. I'd love to see what you come up with. But that's going to do it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. If you'd like to support what I'm doing, here's a QR code that you can use to donate. Anything is appreciated. Otherwise, please share, comment, like, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one, and hopefully very soon on the dance floor.